Tonight, Nael Chavez, Nick the Ghost Gonzalez, and Max Medina join me to talk about the big event this Saturday. If you're in Austin, Texas, it's Belts of Honorious 6. Second hour, Ryan Lee of Rifles and Reason comes back on the show to talk about the current events and what's going on with the Second Amendment today in these United States. Stick around. It's going to be a great show. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
Hi, I want to tell you about the new Zunity Eclipse. iStream is a smart media aggregator that stores your media tastes to better focus your searches. Add to favorites or subscribe to your show of choice and never miss an episode again. Create your own little digital online library without downloading a thing. It supplies content by scanning and collating your channels directly from the World Wide Web. Supporting many formats and exceptionally versatile, whether playing the latest Android games and emulators, streaming 1080p HD movies, or video playback from your own media collection, the Eclipse is a powerful, stylish addition to any household. Miracast and AirPlay, which enable you to share media content such as music, videos, photos between your smartphone, tablet, or laptop and your TV, will also run on this little Zunit. Zunity, TV made simple. Play games, share photos, chat with friends, user social media, stream, enjoy live television from around the globe. To order, contact us at Zunity.tv or call 718-414-3128 and check us out on Facebook. Zunity Talk for more information. TV made simple.
There is nothing in this world that can make or break your day like a comfortable pair of shoes. And if you're a woman like me, then the perfect shoes are as seductive as the perfect full-bodied wine coupled with a smooth, dark Belgian chocolate. Or a steaming hot bubble bath at the end of a long day. Let's be real, ladies. The perfect pair of shoes can even be better than spine-tingling, bone-melting, body-shivering. Well, you know what I mean. So, where do you get your perfect pair of shoes? Savvy Souls, where chic meets comfort at the intersection of satisfaction, swank, and trendy. Go to www.forsavvysouls.com for 50 to 70% off on the latest spring styles, or find them on Facebook today.
Hi, now I know you hear Joe Rocks and the Dog on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com. With over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry. Many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com.
Are you a hypocrite? If you live a closeted cannabis lifestyle, you are. Read about 7 people living a closeted cannabis lifestyle that's on the verge of coming out in the book The Hypocrite by Mara K. Eaton, available at areyouahypocrite.net. You can purchase the book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. It's also available on iTunes. Check out Mara K. Eaton on Facebook today.
Ready to boost your professional image and show your dedication to your career? iCarryalls.com is your source for customized business cases for iPad, iPad mini, MacBook, Galaxy tablets, and other devices. We stock a huge number of genuine leather portfolios, pouch cases, business tote bags, and more. If you don't see the style you like, the iCarryalls design team can help you design the perfect case for your needs. Express international shipping is available. Get organized today with a leather case that works as hard as you do. Visit iCarryalls.com. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the night. Channel Austin presents the Enlightened Warriors event, Belts of Honorious 6. 4 title fights on the card, with the main event featuring Caesar versus Mallet for the Texas Women's MMA Championship. Stay tuned to Channel Austin for broadcast times and information. Enlightened Warriors, Belts of Honorious 6, the name in amateur MMA in Texas. Card subject to change.
Hey, y'all, I stumbled onto Night Talk with Joe Rocks last Thursday at 10 p.m., and I just gotta tell you, I never thought I would hear a talking dog. Well, I did, and then there was Jackie. And was I hooked like a big-mouth bass. So now I listen to Night Talk with Joe Rocks, Jackie, and the dog every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, and so should you. Night Talk with Joe Rocks, 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Armed Radio Global.
All right, welcome back to the show tonight. This broadcast is brought to you in part by iCarryAll's custom cases for your iPad and tablet. Go in style, be professional. Go to iCarryAlls.com. Also, eat24.com. Just enter in your location. They will find a restaurant in your area to bring you food. And as a big guy, I cannot tell you how cool that is. So eat24.com, Zunity TV, access multimedia entertainment right on your home TV set. Go to Zunity.tv to find out more about them. And, of course, our long-standing sponsor, K&L Services. If you have a small business and you want them to come in and take care of basically the taxes and payroll and everything else, go to knlservices.com. That's K&L Consulting is the name of the company, but knlservices.com, and they'll help you out. They'll take care of it. Live on the air right now, I have in studio promoter especial Nael Chavez of Enlightened Warriors. Welcome to the show, Nael.
Hey, brother.
Oh, hey, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
It sounds like you're flying.
I'm flying always. I'm always trying to know. I have a car rental that's terrible. I can't. Anyway, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Let's see if we can get Nick Gonzalez on here with us.
Yes.
Add him to the group call here. Man,
how's your day coming?
Oh, man, but today was awesome.
Awesome.
It's awesome. It's awesome because I had hey, Nick, how you doing? Welcome on the air. This is you're on the air with Nael and Mike Allen.
Hey, man, how's it going?
It's going fantastic. Well, this Saturday we've got a big event coming up. It's Belts of Honorious 6. I've been with you since Belts of Honorious 3.
3?
3. Yeah. I think 3.
Yeah.
And it's just getting bigger and bigger. It's getting better and better. I've told you this before. One of the best promotions I've ever worked for. Big event coming up Saturday. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Awesome, man. Yeah, we're super excited. I'm working 24/7 trying to make sure that it works out. We got an amazing stacked up card, you know. There's been a lot of changes as far as I want to get it right, and so I got a new venue where we're doing things at. You know, it's a little bit more expensive, but it's you're gonna pay for what you get. It's a way better venue, lighting, better. It's really great sound. I mean, we got TV on board, we got radio, we got, I mean, print. You name it, man. I'm going all out, and I just want to get it right, make sure we can grow the sport here in Austin, Texas. I believe in our city, and I think we have great fighters. I think we have some of the best in the nation.
So the venue that we're going to is a little bit smaller than what we're used to, but I think the quality will be better, especially for guys like me from Michigan. Air conditioning is a big deal for me.
Yeah,
because we were outside the last couple, and I could tell coming into summertime that was going to be quite a challenge with an outdoor venue. But we're moving it back inside. We'll be at Emo's. That's down at 215 East Riverside Drive in Austin, Texas. A short drive from anywhere. It's in the central area of downtown Austin.
Yeah, it's a very classy venue. It's a brand new venue. The team that I have with me is I have an event coordinator. I have a ticket coordinator. I have everything. Everything is. I mean, I have a whole team of about 22 people that are making sure that this works correctly, and it's costing me a lot, but it's worth it because I want to get it right. Nick Gonzalez was the first one to help me get this promotion started. It was my first post, and I want to grow with my team, with whoever helps me at the start. As we grow, we all grow together, So I'm really excited to have him as our host, and I'm getting my pro license, so I've talked to the state about it, and we're throwing a fight coming up August the 8th, and what my goal is, I'm never going to be the UFC. I'm not trying to. I want to be a ground for funneling fighters to Legacy, and then maybe Legacy funneling fighters to the UFC, and kind of having a place where fighters can test themselves here in Austin, local, in our state capital, and just be able to help the fighters grow. We want to keep fighting every 2 months. We've been consistent. One thing I don't do is I don't cut and run. I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter myself. I'm a veteran, and I'm also a nonprofit. I run a nonprofit, so I don't make everyone happy sometimes, but I don't cut and run. So I'm here to stay, and so that's what we're doing, man. I'm super pumped about Saturday. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be really exciting.
Now, Nick, you were the host. I think the first show that I did for Belts of Honorious. Is that correct? Back when at the South Austin gym.
Not for that one. I was at the first two in the Eastside Elite, and okay. I missed out on the last two, I believe, which was South Austin Gym and the Nutty Brown.
Okay, so we had a host the first one that I did, and I thought it was absolutely awesome because gives me a break anyway. So very good, and this one's going to be on TV. And I've been talking with Eric Palacios, who's in charge of the production company. And, man, the name just flew out of my head. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, it's called Media Palace. But
Media
one thing
Palace.
I want to mention about Nick is Nick was the first host that brought us cash sponsors. He brought in American Electric, and Nick is also a fighter and, a professional fighter. And it's just really cool, we might not see the same way sometimes, but the thing is we get shit done, and that's important to me in this business, This business is a tough business, man, and you got to align yourself with people that get shit done. So I'm really excited about, having him on board again, and then, he helps me with getting things done. So that's exciting, and he's a great host, and we have the MMA community is a big family, bro. And you might not like everybody, but we're a big old family, and we have to come from all walks of life, and we ain't going anywhere. So it's just good to align ourselves with all of us and work together,
Well, and I'm excited. I was talking to Eric Palacios of Palace Media, and he's going to be hooking us up, Eric. So you and I and the play-by-play and the color guy, we're all going to be synced together, and it's going to be pretty cool. Pretty cool production, actually. I'm excited about it. I heard
a lot of people talk about the TV deal, like it's a huge deal, and I know it is a big deal, but I'm not really focusing on it. But if you probably know more about it than I do. I know I'm super grateful. It's Media Palace is a company that got on board with us, and they're really excited to get MMA on Time Warner, AT&T Uverse, and they're bringing the whole team, and it's supposed to be pretty big.
It's going to be nice.
I'm not counting on it, but if it goes great, I'm all for it.
It's going to be a great marketing product moving forward, so that we will have the live shows. Because you and I discussed this the other day when we met up at the state. The first time you do something, of course you stumble out the gate. And then after you stumble out the gate and you get some skin on your knuckles, then moving forward it becomes bigger and bigger. And now he's excited about the fact that we will have something that we can take and market to future sponsors and say this is what we're all about. Right now we got nothing. We're going to have a whole show that we're going to be able to. It's going to be broadcast later. It's not going to be broadcast live, but it'll be something that the fighters can watch, that we can watch, that'll be professionally done. We're all going to be in sync between Nick and myself and the play-by-play guys. It's going to be just like watching a UFC standard production, and now that we can take to our sponsors and say, for your money, this is what you get. Boom. There it is.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's going to. I think it's a big deal. I think it's a real big deal, and especially when you and I sat down with him in the beginning, and we're talking about it. You know, I saw that fire in your eyes, and I know you're getting bogged down with all the details and the minutia of getting things going on Saturday. But I cannot stress to everybody how this is a big deal. This is going to be cool. And as a guy that's part of that's in the production wheel with myself and Nick and everybody, we're going to see that firsthand, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, it's going to be. We're going to have earpieces and be talking. There's going to be a director telling us what to do, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm super
it is going to be
excited,
fantastic.
I'm already. I guess what I'm trying to do is you know, my first show. What was it, Nick? We sold it in the first 2 days, right? Sold it out.
Yeah, it went pretty quick. I think because everybody was really just anticipating MMA returning to Austin. You know, on the local scene. You know, so
yeah,
like they were just hungry to see it. You know.
Yeah, and the second one we sold out right away too. And then the third one was badass, and then the fourth one that we did at Matty Brown sold out, and then the fifth one, bro, I tanked, man. It was like a lot of crap happened, like fighters, you know, it was a mess, bro. I'm never gonna throw anyone under the bus because I don't do that. But it was just a mess, and this time around, I don't like to lose, so I'm getting, like I said, TV, radio, Texas MMA. I'm making sure the place is top quality. We have bottle service. We have cazadores. You know, the best of the best, man. We're going to have it there. And it's going to be an experience. And I'm making sure I'm aligning myself with everyone that I got right now. As of today, I think we have 14 fights confirmed. So, I mean, we're going to have all a big show. You know, so I'm counting on it, man, to be awesome. So I'm working around the clock to make things happen.
Well, it's just kind of, you know, just talking through what you just talked through. That's a natural progression. I mean, you stretch and stretch and stretch, and then you got to step back, regather yourself, then you stretch and stretch and stretch more. I see this promotion by next year. We're going to be in the Austin Convention Center in one of those rooms, and we're going to be packing it out. And it's going to be the place to go to see MMA fights. And the TV's going to pick it up. They're going to see the value in it, and that's the big thing. No one sees any value in it yet, but they're going to see the value in it, and it's going to be a big deal. I really do, because I see your vision from the outside.
The thing that's really missing from Austin, and this is something that I talked to Nael about, you know, the first time when he approached me, he was getting his amateur license, is consistency of fights in Austin. And since I think it was April 2012, we have not had a King of Combat event, which was, you know, technically our regional show. But, you know, with that event and another event prior to that, you know, there was just a lot of sour faces in the community for, you know, MMA fans. You know, the consistency wasn't there, you know. Ron Hernandez is a great guy. You know, I like him. I love him to death. But his vision was not that of, like, I want to grow a brand and make this something where I can have consistent fights. For him, it was just like, hey, let's have some fun and throw a fight, you know? So his vision wasn't the same as, you know, somebody like Nael's or mine ultimately. And I've been fighting since 2001, you know, representing Austin, Texas for such a long time. So for me, it was just always heartfelt to have something here in my hometown, because every other city in the state, every other region has a show. I mean, you have some in South Texas, up in West Texas, Dallas, you know, Houston area. They've always had shows, and we don't, you know. So here I am traveling around the state fighting and winning and coming back home, and everybody's like, oh, when are you going to fight in town? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, so I think now the fact that Nael is getting a pro license and he's already been consistent with the amateur shows, I think, you know, you're right. Eventually this thing is going to carry into the convention center, the Palmer Event Center. It's going to grow and it's going to get big. And right now, everybody wants to come to Austin. Everybody wants to be here, you know. And so also the fight fans and the fight scene from the other cities, people are already asking, like, oh, y'all are having pro fights? You know, so
they're already talking about it.
It just took somebody doing it consistently the right way with the right vision.
Yeah, and the thing is, thank you, Nick. And the thing is, for me, bro, like, to me, it's like, I want to make sure, and this is just personal, like, I'm very conscious about who I am. I'm not trying to be something I cannot be when it comes to the promotions. You know, I'm not this flashy party animal. I can't do that. You know, I'm not in it for that. And I want to make sure that the community grows so that other promotions like Legacy, like freaking, you know, like the UFC can come here to Austin, but they need to have the, you know, they need to have
the groundwork. Yeah.
Consistent.
I tell you what, we got
it. Here's a perfect example, Mike.
Hold that thought.
Next card on Legacy.
Hey, hold that thought. Hold that thought. We got to pay some bills.
All right, I'll be right back.
Hold that thought. We'll be right back. And you guys that are Nick, and I know you know now, but Nick, you're going to be able to hear all the commercials. Just kind of mute your phone or hold your hand over the thing so we can't hear you coughing and moving around and stuff like that because we're all on the same channel here. All right.
Sounds good.
I'm on the air with Nick Gonzalez, Nick the Ghost Gonzalez, and Nael Chavez, promoter for Belts of Honorious 6. That's coming up this Saturday. Again, today's broadcast brought to you in part by iCarryalls.com, custom cases for iPads and tablets, eat24.com. Enter your information. Go eat. That'll get you a place that'll deliver it right to your front door. Zunity TV. Have access to multimedia entertainment to your home TV and K&L services or K&L Consulting. They'll come in, do all your payroll and taxes for your small business needs. We'll be right back after these messages. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
Hey, do you buy American? Do you know why it's important? Have you taken the time to understand the purchase choices you make every day affects our tomorrow? Did you know if we all make 5% of our purchases each year with USA-made products, you'll help create American-made jobs nationwide and even in your community? If the majority of us can, we'll create 1 million new jobs. AmeriMerch.com is committed to the success of America and American families. Their unique website only promotes the sales of American companies and businesses' high-quality products from all over the U.S. for consumers all over the world to enjoy. You'll definitely want to check it out. They have amazing products you've never seen and are truly 100% made in the USA.
Are you looking to buy prescription eyeglasses? Family-owned and operated iFramePros.com is your online store for prescription eyeglasses. Select the eyewear of your choice from our variety of frames, fill out the prescription information, and place your order in no time. After this quick and easy process, you'll receive your prescription glasses in a few days. All major credit cards accepted. Visit us at iFramePros.com. That's EYEFramePros.com. See what you are missing.
Hi, it's Lynn from The Lino Show. I'm excited to tell you about a new and easy way to protect your smartphone and tablets. It's called Go Ring. We all know someone who has dropped a phone or a tablet, myself included. And between the repair costs and insurance, it can be very expensive. Go Ring works with any phone or tablet. It's super strong and can hold over 5 pounds. It makes everything easier. Taking photos, playing games, or just browsing without the worry of dropping your device. So protect yourself and your family's mobile devices with Go Ring. Find them at www.goring.com.
And life is like a song.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. Channel Austin presents presents the Enlightened Warriors event, Belts of Honorious 6. 4 title fights on the card, with the main event featuring Caesar versus Mallet for the Texas Women's MMA Championship. Stay tuned to Channel Austin for broadcast times and information. Enlightened Warriors, Belts of Honorious 6. The name in amateur MMA in Texas. Card subject to change.
Hi, this is John, Jay, and Mikey. Join us on the High Five at 10, Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern. Mikey, Jay, what are we going to talk about?
Movies, love, fun facts, jokes.
We're going to talk about all this stuff. We're going to talk all over each other. So join us then, 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Tuesday nights, only on the Armed Radio Global. See you then.
All right, welcome back to the show. My name is Mike Allen, and this is the Armed Radio Global Network. On the air right now, Nick the Ghost Gonzalez, host of Belts of Honorious 6, and Nael Chavez, promoter responsible for all of it. And it may not be his fault, but we're going to blame him.
Why?
I don't know. It's
What happened?
It's a joke, man.
Relax,
man. Relax, brother. So what's on the card? We got 3 title fights now. Is that correct?
We have 3 title fights. Yeah, we have Fatima Ferocious Mallet versus Roxy Ruthless Caesarea. Fatima Ferocious Mallet is 3-0. She's undefeated, and this is our first title fight. You know, I have a lot of crap people talking to me about it, me making it a catch weight, but it's my show. I can do whatever the hell I want. As
That's
long
right.
as the state approves it. As long as the state approves it, I'm fine with it, you know? So I'm going to make it a title.
And that's the main event,
for
correct?
120.
Yeah, that's the main event, right?
That's the main event.
Just
because those girls are both, they're dangerous, man. I've seen Fatima fight, and I'm wanting to see a war, you know? And I know, I see Ruthless Roxy, and I know that's going to be a good match. They're going to go all 3 rounds. I mean, I can see it already, you know? It's like when Nick was talking to me once, he could tell me, like, he's like, by the weigh-ins, I can already know who's going to win, and just by looking at them. And I was like, really, dude? He's like, yep. It's like, and I finally understand what he means, like, because I'm like, because you become like a hybrid, dude, when you're doing these fights, because you understand really quickly, you pick up on things quickly on fighters. Right, Nick?
No, is Nick still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
He's like, nah, I'm gone. He's like, whatever. I don't know what the hell he's saying.
Let's watch him World Cup.
Anyway, but the point is, man, it's like the whole idea is like we're excited about. I'm excited about that fight.
So what are the other?
Also,
go ahead.
What's that?
So what are the other title fights that we got going?
The other title fight is Kevin the Ewok Maureen.
Oh, I love Ewok.
He's fighting Blake Wells. He's going on, the first time I saw Blake Wells fight Kevin Maureen, Blake Wells knocked him out in the first couple seconds, man. I mean, that
was actually a fight that I hosted, too. That one was some little show that came and went. But, yeah, man, I mean, I like Kevin. You know, he's a local guy, San Marcos area. I was, really pulling for him, and I think it was 25 seconds. It was pretty quick, man. And I mean, I've never lost that dramatically that fast, but I mean, I've gone out, unconscious on cable television and Strikeforce, and when I woke up and I came to, I mean, it was probably the most devastating feeling I've ever had in my life. So I can imagine how Kevin felt. But he's been hot and he's been on a win streak, man. So I think he's really, coming to win and get that win back. That then he's working hard for. This can be a good fight.
Yeah, I think so too, man. And my whole thing, Mike, is that I'm about keeping the same fighters around, So Kevin has fought for me a couple of times. I want to help him grow until he's ready to go pro. Same thing with the Trevors. Both him and his brother are fighting on my card this Saturday. They're twins.
Wow.
Blake is fighting a rematch. He's fighting for the title, 125, 30-some-more title shot. And then we have Peyton Burns for a 155 title shot versus Christopher. And it's going to be a great fight, man. It's going to be really cool.
Now, we have how many fights total? There's 14 confirmed fights as of right now. Of course, they're subject to change. We can't put anything in concrete, but it's looking real good for 14 pending the weigh-in. 14. That's a lot. That's 14 bouts. That's pretty good for the money. You know, you go someplace and you pay to get in, and it's like it's over before it starts. But 14 bouts. That's going to be a full night, so you're going to get your money's worth.
Well, not only that, man. The story behind each fighter is freaking amazing, man. Like our first fight that we're starting is Anthony. His dad is his coach. You know, he's a young kid. His dad has been coaching him all his life. He's gonna, he's putting his family's honor on the line. It's a big deal. I know because I have a son, and he's about to fight, and I know for me that's everything, you know. So to me, that's really exciting. The guy who's fighting is an awesome guy, family man. You know, just a cool guy, local guy. Fights for Sean Cooper, and he's also debuting. So we're starting off the night with guys that are gonna give it all. You know what I mean? And then. Every fighter's dear to me. I had some stupid fighter tell me, "Well, you pick sides." Man, that's some BS. Because I'm a promoter, dude. I'm the Mexican Don King. I'll pick sides. I'm to me, it's about fighting, man, and I don't do that. So anyway, we have Steve Cordell who's fighting. He's against Waylon the Bulldog, and they hate each other. I mean, they hate each other's teams. So for promotion purposes, I love it. I want to see it fight.
Absolutely, because you're going to have a lot of folks coming to watch that.
Yeah.
It's going to be tremendous energy before that fight. Absolutely.
What's that?
There's going to be tremendous energy before that fight. I can guarantee it. I mean, there's going to be...
There's a lot of emotions, man.
Yeah, a lot of emotions. Crowd's going to get into
Fighter of the year. Fighter of the year of last year, Timothy LeCompte. He's fighting against... he has a huge crowd, man. This kid sold 75 tickets alone, dude. He's like the dream child of any amateur promotion. Dude.
Wow.
So, I mean, he also won last year Amateur Fight of the Year, and he's fighting against another guy that he owns a little school up in San Antonio. He's a cool guy also, Carlos Serna, staying a big team too. So, I mean, these guys are like, that's the cool thing about fighting, man. Is you put everything, all of you. You're living your dreams by having the courage to put yourself out there. That's why I'm doing the pro fight coming out in August, man. It's we have to have it. I cannot be doing amateur fights every 2 months, preparing these fighters, and then they have to go to freaking Louisiana to fight. You know, it's ridiculous. It's the state of Texas. We have enough fans here. We can do it.
Well, how many?
August the 8th, pro show. The first pro show. It's going to be awesome, man.
How many professional promotions are there in the state of Texas that you know of?
What do you think, Nick? I don't know. How many promotions?
Honestly, I can actually honestly answer that, man. There's probably only about 8 professional shows in Texas, and I can name them all. I'll be honest, I can name them all because I've called every one of them, tried to get fights, and they give me the runaround. They're all full of shit. They're all, regional promoters that are not doing the wrong thing because they're doing the right thing, but booking a whole bunch of local guys to fight, other guys from, the region and within the area because that's what sells tickets and that's what people come to see. They come to see their hometown favorite, their friends, their family, their friends, whoever's fighting. We don't have that here. I mean, you got the STFC and JC Promotions down in the Valley. Then you have 24/7 out in West Texas. Then up north, in Dallas, you have the XKO, and then, of course, you have Legacy out in Houston. And really, that's honestly about it. There's about 3 or 4 other ones that pop up maybe once or twice a month. I mean, once or twice a year. They're mixed shows. They do, like, boxing and MMA, and they're out, like, in El Paso and Laredo.
Yeah.
But, that's like 6 or 7. I mean, there's just really not many more than that. I know I was actually telling Nael the other day, there's a pro show coming in September to the Cedar Park Center. It's called Titan Fighting Championship. And he was like, yeah, that's good. We want that because, we need consistent MMA shows in Austin. We need, MMA to grow here, and it hit like a low point, like I said, since about 2012 up until Nael put on a show, an amateur event last year. We didn't have anything for a couple of years.
Here, just in the Austin area. So in the Austin area, there's none.
No, that's why I'm saying now. I mean, Nael's doing amateur. Nael's doing amateur now. He's doing pro. So he's basically tapping into a hungry market, because there is fighters here and there's a market here. It's just, like I said, it has to be done with the vision to grow, not just, hey, I'm gonna throw a fight. Hey, give all my tickets away and whatever. I mean, he really wants to see it grow, not what we've had before. So. Yeah, I'm really just behind it. I mean, I'm behind it because I love fighting in my hometown, and I've been fighting, like I said, for a long time. In 47 professional fights, I've fought everywhere. So it means a lot to me to fight in my hometown.
Well, and we're talking to, I'm McAllen, by the way. We're talking to Nick the Ghost Gonzalez and Nael Chavez of Enlightened Warriors, Belts of Honorious 6. That program will be this Saturday, bell time 7 p.m. You can get your tickets at cagetix.com. And how much are tickets running for this show? 25, right, or 30?
25 right now. You can get it at cagetix.com, or you 25. Can call Nick the Ghost. He has some left, I think. But tell people, get them now, man. Like, some people are waiting, but that place can only hold like 1,000 people.
Yeah, it's going to fill. It's going to be maxed out.
I mean, it's going to sell out.
It's going to max out. It's going to max out quick, actually. Yeah, absolutely.
I hope so. I'm banking on it, but I'm trying to be realist. I'll tell you what, man. I said I had a big announcement to make. If Nick the Ghost accepts it, August the 8th, I want to put him against a local person here. Has a big record here, and has a big following. He's also, like Nick, a friend of mine. I think they'll put on a good fight. I want him to see him fight Warren Dynamite Stewart. I think that it'll be a great war. It'll be a main event, and it's what the people have been asking for here in Austin. I want to see if he takes the fight, Of course, I need to ask Warren, too, if he's hearing it right now. But I want to shoot for that for August the 8th. And if you're a pro fighter and you're listening, I need you to call me right away, because this week I'm making the card, man, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen for sure.
So Belts of Honorious, Belts of Honorious 7.
Want to be a pro fighter, local guys, you need to get a hold of me right away.
So pending TDLR approval, Belts of Honorious 7 will be August 8th?
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
All right. Well, just keep
you don't have to ask me twice to take that fight. I mean, I think he's wanted that fight a few times, and for whatever reason, it didn't happen. And, that'd be, no-brainer for me. I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Well, there you have it. Well, if he's out there listening right now, find me on Facebook, send me a message with your number. We'll get you in here. And what was the gentleman's name?
Warren Stewart. Warren Stewart. He's a professional fighter, local guy. Warren Stewart.
War
Dynamite Stewart. But also, man, there's another question. If people are listening, do we got a lot of listeners on, or not really? So.
Oh, this is my show, brother. You got tons of listeners.
Oh, okay, all right. So here's the thing. I've had a bunch of people been approaching me for a couple of months now about running here in Austin in the political scene. If you would vote for me, please put it on my Facebook. If you live in Austin and you want to see some change, if you would vote for me, just let me know if you would, because I don't even want to. Like they told me, if I run in August, that I would have to stop saying bad words. My campaign manager said. So, but the thing is, like, for me, there's a couple of things I want to do different in Austin. Like, I want to build a youth center. I already have the land, and I'm tired of putting the paperwork in front of the city, and they don't do anything about it. So I'm just done, and I'm thinking. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just thinking about it. If you would vote for me, put it on the Facebook deal. I just want to see what you think. And this is for precinct 2. Just a thought. I'm just putting it out there. I haven't given them an answer yet, but I just said I was going to put out this big news. So, anyway, just putting that out there. Are you still there?
So you're a glutton for punishment, then? Just what you're saying.
People already hate me, man. It ain't going to make a difference, man. I gotta create business, man. We got a big community. We got to make people keep fighting. There's the thing is, this is like I said from the beginning, this is a family. We got to keep the fights going. People don't understand that when I throw a fight, I'm hiring policemen. I'm hiring EMTs. I'm paying for liability, for regular insurance, for staff. It's a huge production. I'm paying thousands of dollars to do this, and it generates business, man. So it's a good thing for the community. It helps everybody.
Absolutely.
So I do this every 2 months right now, and I want to start doing it for pros, which means the pros will be able to keep their schools packed, which means more business. More students are going to get back in there. More promotions are going to come to Austin, which means more business for Austin and the MMA community. Okay. We need it. A lot of the teachers in MMA, they're struggling, man. They're barely making ends meet. And what they're doing is helping communities. When you do sports, you keep kids off of drugs. You keep families off of doing violence.
It keeps them busy.
It's a good thing, man. I believe in it. And I think, if we're able to focus on generating the correct funds, because in Austin, I have hundreds of people that are extremely wealthy and that are in the political field, but they don't do shit. They don't do anything for the community, man. It's just like shaking hands and looking pretty.
Hold that thought, because we got to make some money.
All right, man.
I'm on the air with
Nick.
Nick.
I got to get back to work, so you stay with Nick. I got to go eat, man. I'm going to go eat. Okay, well, I'll stay on. Okay, Nick.
Oh, y'all are bailing on me.
I appreciate you having us on, man. Come out Saturday. There's going to be some fireworks. I'm going to be calling the shots. It's going to be a great night of action in Austin.
Good deal. Well, I'll see you Friday night, Nick.
Yes, sir.
At the weigh-in. All right, buddy.
All right, take it easy.
All right, that's Nick the Ghost Gonzalez, and I'm on the air with Nael Chavez. We're going to take a quick commercial break and come back for the last segment and have somebody else from the team join us. Mad Max Medina up next. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
There is nothing in this world that can make or break your day like a comfortable pair of shoes. And if you're a woman like me, then the perfect shoes are as seductive as the perfect full-bodied wine coupled with a smooth, dark Belgian chocolate. Or a steaming hot bubble bath at the end of a long day. Let's be real, ladies. The perfect pair of shoes can even be better than spine-tingling, bone-melting, body-shivering. Well, you know what I mean. So, where do you get your perfect pair of shoes? Savvy Souls, where chic meets comfort at the intersection of satisfaction, swank, and trendy. Go to www.forsavvysouls.com for 50 to 70% off on the latest spring styles, or find them on Facebook today.
Hi, I want to tell you about the new Zunity Eclipse. iStream is a smart media aggregator that stores your media tastes to better focus your searches. Add to favorites or subscribe to your show of choice and never miss an episode again. Create your own little digital online library without downloading a thing. It supplies content by scanning and collating your channels directly from the World Wide Web. Supporting many formats and exceptionally versatile, whether playing the latest Android games and emulators, streaming 1080p HD movies or video playback from your own media collection, the Eclipse is a powerful, stylish addition to any household. Miracast and AirPlay, which enable you to share media content such as music, videos, photos between your smartphone, tablet, or laptop and your TV, will also run on this little Zunit. Zunity, TV made simple. Play games, share photos, chat with friends, user social media, stream, enjoy live television from around the globe. To order, contact us at Zunity.tv or call 718-414-3128 and check us out on Facebook. Zunity Talk for more information. TV made simple.
Do you want a better future for your family and yourself? Now you can advance your current career or begin a new career and command a bigger paycheck by earning a fully accredited online degree. Study when and where you want. Tens of thousands of adults are doing it now. You can too. Best of all, financial aid is available for all those who qualify. For free, no obligation information on online degree programs, visit collegescholarships.com or speak with an educational advisor at 844-353-1800. Why wait? Visit collegescholarships.com or call 844-353-1800 right now. The information is free and it can change your life.
In the morning, you have bacon, you have eggs, pancakes, and that nice big tall cup of coffee. But now, every Monday morning, you can start your week out right with On the Air, Monday Morning Brew, starring yours truly, Mike Allen. Hey, that's me. Wake up in the morning, get a nice cup of coffee, kick back before you start your week, and let me send you on your way. Monday's getting a bad rap. Let's turn that around. On the Air with Mike Allen, Monday Morning Brew, every Monday morning, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Armed Radio.
So rise and shine.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. Channel Austin presents the Enlightened Warriors event, Belts of Honorious 6. 4 title fights on the card, with the main event featuring Caesar versus Mallet for the Texas Women's MMA Championship. Stay tuned to Channel Austin for broadcast times and information. Enlightened Warriors, Belts of Honorious 6. The name in amateur MMA in Texas. Card subject to change. All right, welcome back, everybody. Just a reminder, as we get Max on the phone, another team member for our Enlightened Warriors and Belts of Honorious 6. Max, you there?
Hello.
Hello, Max, you there?
Yes.
All right. Well, me and Nael, Nick just had to go back to work. I guess Nael's got to go back to work, too.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, don't throw me on the radio. Leave me hanging with nobody else.
No. Hey, hi, Max. How are you?
Hey there. Good. Listen, so I didn't get to tune in to anything because for some reason they seem to be working on my internet at night. So, what do I need to cover?
Well, we're excited. No, we're excited about the fights. We were talking about how amazing they're going to be, and I guess we talked about mostly about what the plans are for Belts of Honorious. But Mike, let me tell you real quick what our fights are lined up, so people that are listening, because I guess we do have a lot of people listening right now, because I keep getting my phone's blowing up with
tons of people.
Messages. Yeah, questions and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay. But before I say anything, in order to do these shows, man, the reason why a lot of promoters don't do them is because there's a lot of things that go behind the scenes, and there's a lot of sacrifice that got to get done, and there's a lot of things that there's no going back. You know, it's like you burn your bridges and you just drive on. You know, and I have to say thank you to God, because I get the strength from Him to keep moving forward, even when I don't see things. I don't believe in hope. To me, screw hope. I believe in faith. Faith is believing and speaking that things are going to happen. So that's what I live on. I live on hope. I don't thrive on hope. I live on faith. So I just want to tell people, you know, just whatever you're going through, you know, have faith, and you can move mountains, man. and we're moving mountains with Belts of Honorious. We're throwing, this is our 6th event. This event's going to be the top of the line. I mean, if you ever got, I mean, honestly, this is going to be an event that's going to blow your socks off just because of the quality of fighters that I have, the staff that I hired. I mean, we're having an amazing staff that's going to make sure everything runs smoothly. The location is magnificent. We're going to be televised, which is awesome, and Time Warner, AT&T, Univiewers. A pre-recording, so this is going to be an opportunity for people to be able to see this stuff and get to see everything that's going to happen. There's going on the radio right now. There's print. I mean, everything. People are. It's going to be a sold-out event. We have 14 fights, 14 MMA fights right now. We have people like Federico the Ninja Oliveira fighting against Trevor Wells, which is if you watch the last fight that Federico the Ninja did, I mean, it was sick, man. It was incredible. And Trevor Wells is a monster. The fight he fought before me, I mean, it was close to being called Fight of the Night. I mean, these guys are going to. It's a recipe for an amazing fight. You don't want to miss it. And they're 125ers, so you know for sure it's going to be quick. There's going to be speed. We got the wild man, Sean Clements. He is it's an amazing fighter. He's strong. He has a huge crowd behind him, and he's called the wild man. He's going up against a talented young fighter, Zachary Reese, 20 years old, also the same exact record, but just the perfect matchup because they have the same style of fighting, similar, and they're going to go up against each other. You know, our main event. Fatima Ferocious Mallet versus Roxy Caesarea are two strong female fighters fighting for a first title belt, which is a Freddie Samora title belt. It's a title belt that means a lot to me because it's named after one of our coaches that passed away due to his fight with cancer. You know, the titles mean a lot to me as well. We have another title on the line. We have Kevin the Ewok Marine versus Blake Wells. It's a rematch fight. And it's going to be an opportunity. It's a 125 title belt. And we have a new opportunity for the title belt against Peyton Burns against Christopher Watts, going up against it. And at 155, Garrett was our former champion now for the 155 title. So they're going to be going up against it, see who gets it. And it's going to be, both of them are amazing fighters. It's a recipe for an exciting fight. As well as we have Alexander Rodriguez fighting against Christopher Clack. They're local fighters as well. Think about it. We got 14 matches. I can go through each and every one of them, but it's just... it's going to be great. I strongly recommend you get your ticket now, kidstick.com, until they sell out. Then you can get them on the Emos website. They might have a couple more. It's a little bit more expensive at the Emos website, but you should get them. VIP section is on a stage. You have bottle service. We have Cazadores bottles. We have, which is tequila. We have Grey Goose. We're going to have Stubbs Barbecue. We're going to have the VIP has their own restrooms. They have their own entrance.
You had me at barbecue.
It's going to be perfect. It's going to be awesome. I want to say a big thank you to Alicia and Carrie. They are my strong supporters. You know, when I'm doing stuff like this, I need people's help, and I have people like from T-shirt Rick. You know, he's on top of it. He's helping me. He's the people that fight with me, man. People that are behind me that are picking up the slack when I'm tired. You know, I've been the last week without sleeping much because there's so much stuff that gets to get done. You know, Robert Uppercade, he's a DJ. You know, he donates his DJ time, man, and he's a veteran and just an awesome guy, dude. The little things that people do for me, it's gold because this is hard. It's really hard, man. Father's Day, I was sobbing my life away, dude, because I love my kids. I have 2 teenagers, and I'm not with them because I'm working this event. And I'm not saying that to cry or anything, but I put in my I have a job. This is not my job. This is this is something I do because I believe in the sport. I believe in empowering our city, Austin, Texas, and I got to do it right. I don't like losing. The last fight I did, even though people say I didn't lose, but I did a good show. To me, I know I can do better. I'm extremely hard on myself. I run a nonprofit, and I believe that be all you can be. When I joined the Army, that's how I joined the Be All You Can Be Army, and that's how I believe. I believe in if you can do it at your full capacity, man. No slack. And I want to thank my wife, for being a strong backbone. She believes in me, lets me do all my craziness. My son Kendrick, if you're listening, I love you. Aldrich, I love you. And all my foster kids, thank you for giving me an amazing Father's Day. You guys did amazing for me here in Austin, and all those loving messages. I love you guys so much. If you are going to come out to the fights, please go on cage6.com. All the money you're sending towards me is to help others, man. Everything I do, it's always, if anybody really knows me, you know that everything I do, it helps everyone else. I don't just, everyone goes up with me. I got a bunch of haters, but you know what? That's how it is. You're not going to make everyone happy, and if I've done you any wrong, communicate with me. Don't expect me to guess it, And if I can't do anything about it, then tough luck,
Well, now I was always told that if nobody's criticizing you, then you're not doing anything.
For sure.
So if you have critics, that means you're doing something. And they're they're trying to make themselves feel better. What you're doing, so they got to criticize.
Yeah, man. We're excited about making a difference, man. We got Steve the Madman Cordell fighting. This guy, has his daughters and his family, and so does his opponent. Waylon, the Bulldog Bronstrup, they're putting everything on the line, though, and they all both have families. His wife of Waylon is his corner, his corner, working the corner for them, and Steve's wife is going to be right there. You know what I mean? This is huge, man. This is huge. So if I don't get it right, then I'm a piece of crap. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm working around the clock. So little things that people do, like our sponsors, like Revolutus, helping us, paying the cash to be there.
I tell you what, with the time we have left, I know we have some sponsors that helped us out with the show. Why don't you go over those guys and give them a shout out right now?
Well, yeah, like Wool Gear. Wool Gear is a choice. They're from Houston, and they're on board, man, since day one. They're helping me out, always giving me good prices. TexasMMA.com, good prices, always behind me. Thank you, Mike Colimbas, always for your support and your love. And, it's huge, man. I couldn't do it without you guys, man. And I don't forget it. Every day I don't forget it, and I thank God for you guys helping and believing in me, giving me good prices so I can do what I do. And I do it, God knows I do it to my best of abilities, and I'm not perfect, and if I failed you, I apologize, but I'm trying my best for all the fighters out there, to do it right. So, I'm the first one to, if I mess up, I will be the first one to say, hey, I'm an idiot, please forgive me, but I'm trying my best. I want you to know my heart. I want to thank for sure T-Shirt Rick, like I said. I want to thank for sure American Electric that already paid us. They're going to be there for a booth. The Joint Chiropractors is a company that started with the heart of helping people. If people don't know me that well, I'm a human advocate. I'm an activist, and I'm against any genetic modified seeds. I hate Monsanto's, and I'm against anything that is about destroying our rights as human beings, and against anything that is big government. I'm for the Second Amendment. I'm for people having rights and for empowering our nation. And I'm the first one to go out there and walk my talk. I'm not scared of anything or anybody. But I believe in God. I don't believe in religion. I believe in loving others and respecting others too. I will respect everybody, but I will not stand and sit down and not do anything about it. So anyway, so if you know about me, Nael Chavez, you can get on my Facebook. No hatred is allowed. I will accept you. You start hating and saying ugly things, I'll delete you. But, you can always, I'd love to get to know you. And come out at the event, come shake my hand,
If I can help you, I have a big team that helps help people get food from the food pantries or services or help for your kids if you're going through your kids are going through challenges and problems, we love to help you and give you some support. And we might not have all the money in the world, but we have a lot of networking, and we want to make a difference, man. So thank you for everyone. David Calabria's Foundation has been my backbone. Thank you, John Davis, for believing in me. Thank you for helping me always, all the time. She's behind me. Thank you so much. True Colors, he's a deaf guy, Mike. Thank you, man, for always being behind me too. He saw what I did for getting the best community together and giving them special seating and translator and everything, and he always wants them to help me out. I'm the pure example of no matter what you're going through, you can do it. I came to this country without documents, and I worked my heart out, and I was able to get help, and I was able to get my papers, and I'm now able to make a difference. I served this country in the Army, and I made a difference. I have a nonprofit that's one of the biggest here, making a difference. And you can't, anything you want to do, you can do it if you have faith. Don't give up, and God bless you. Come out this Saturday. The first fight is at 5 o'clock. Belts of Honorious 6. Get your tickets now. Come see on the amazing fights, amazing war. Everybody on there is ready. The pumped. It's going to be aggressive fighters. You can't miss it. It's going to be good. A lot of UFC guys are coming to see the fight, so you're going to love it. It's going to be good. And come Monday, if you're from Croatia, you're not my friend. Mexico versus Croatia, we are mortal enemies. Love
Very
you guys.
good. So just to be clear, the bell time's at 5 or at 7?
5 o'clock, brother. 5 o'clock is the first fight, because we have 14 fights.
Yeah.
So those are going to be long. So I know we have a girl doing like a deadlift, weight thing. We have a demo. We have some really cool things in between, filler uppers. There's a lot of good drinks, top shelf drinks, and food from Stubbs Barbecue. It's going to be a party, man. Fun party, good people, good team, so everything runs smooth. It's a very fancy place. It's quality. Lighting, beautiful sound.
Deal.
I mean, I'm going all out, man. I'm spending everything. I'm making sure everything is good. It's going to be an awesome fight. So thank you for all the teams for believing in me, and thank you, everybody. God bless you.
Nael Chavez of Belts of Honorious and Enlightened Warriors, thank you for coming on tonight, sir. Go to work.
I will. I'll see
you Friday.
God bless you. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, bye.
And Max, thanks for coming on briefly.
Sure, yeah. Sorry about the whole internet thing tonight. I don't know what they're doing to me, but...
Hey, no worries. No worries. But Max, part of the team with us out there at Belts of Honorious, and you going to have your folks with your hats?
We might have some hats out there.
You got to get me a hat. You got to get me a hat. It's got to be a big one, but you got to get me a hat. Well, thank you very much for coming on, and I'll be at the weigh-in. Are you going to be at the weigh-in Friday?
Are we doing what now?
Are you going to be at the weigh-in Friday, or I'll see you Saturday?
I'm hoping to be there on Friday.
Well, if I don't see you Friday, dear, I will see you Saturday.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you. That's Max Medina. Also part of the team out there. I'm going to go to a break, and we'll be right back after these messages. My name's Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
Hi, I want to tell you about the new Zunity Eclipse. iStream is a smart media aggregator that stores your media tastes to better focus your searches. Add to favorites or subscribe to your show of choice and never miss an episode again. Create your own little digital online library without downloading a thing. It supplies content by scanning and collating your channels directly from the World Wide Web. Supporting many formats and exceptionally versatile, whether playing the latest Android games and emulators, streaming 1080p HD movies, or video playback from your own media collection? The Eclipse is a powerful, stylish addition to any household. Miracast and AirPlay, which enable you to share media content such as music, videos, photos between your smartphone, tablet, or laptop and your TV, will also run on this little Zunit. Zunity, TV made simple. Play games, share photos, chat with friends, user social media, stream, enjoy live television from around the globe. To order, contact us at Zunity.tv or call 718-414-3128 and check us out on Facebook. Zunity Talk for more information. TV made simple.
There is nothing in this world that can make or break your day like a comfortable pair of shoes. And if you're a woman like me, then the perfect shoes are as seductive as the perfect full-bodied wine coupled with a smooth, dark Belgian chocolate. Or a steaming hot bubble bath at the end of a long day. Let's be real, ladies. The perfect pair of shoes can even be better than spine-tingling, bone-melting, body-shivering. Well, you know what I mean. So, where do you get your perfect pair of shoes? Savvy Souls, where chic meets comfort at the intersection of satisfaction, swank, and trendy. Go to www.forsavvysouls.com for 50 to 70% off on the latest spring styles, or find them on Facebook today.
Out of the blue, you see or meet the man or woman of your dreams. You both flirt. The attraction is obviously mutual. Now what? A big fat nothing, because you were both too shy to ask for contact details. Find and contact them again for free at BlueMyChance.com. That's right, BlueMyChance.com, where people meet again.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
Hi, now I know you hear Joe Rocks and the Dog on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com. With over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry. Many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com.
Christian Pleva is Boston's premier wedding and personal photographer. Turning his passion into a life's work, he has dedicated himself to bringing his talents to capture the special memories of the beginning of your life's journey together. Christian uses the most updated equipment and software to handle any size wedding event, from full church and reception to a small intimate ceremony in the courthouse. Contact him today at www.christianplevaimages.com for booking information and available dates.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. Channel Austin presents the Enlightened Warriors event, Belts of Honorious 6. 4 title fights on the card, with the main event featuring Caesar versus Mallet for the Texas Women's MMA Championship. Stay tuned to Channel Austin for broadcast times and information. Enlightened Warriors, Belts of Honorious 6. The name in amateur MMA in Texas. Card subject to change.
Come join me, Matt Hazley, your host for Straight Talk, where we will take a journey into the deepest regions of your mind. Yeah, right. Nah, just kidding. Join me every Monday and Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, where every topic is fair game. Only on ARM Radio, home of the big guns.
All right, welcome back. What a great show we got going on today. Remember, Belts of Honorious, bell time, 5 o'clock. I've been saying 7 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. Get off work. Get your butt down there. Don't miss it. It's going to be a great presentation. It's going to be a great show. I'm fired up, man. I'm going to get my hair cut, my beard shaped tomorrow. My handlebars going. Tonight, if you'd like to see the Belts of Honorious commercial, and if you have AT&T Uverse or Time Warner Cable, then you can tune in to Channel 16 at 12:57 a.m. Central Standard Time and check out our commercial. That commercial came out pretty dang good, if you do say so myself. I thought so anyway. I thought it came out good. All right. We are going to give Ryan Lee of Rifles and Reason a call for the second half of the show. Talk about some of the things that are going on in the world right now. Of course, welcome to the show, Ryan.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm fired up, man. Have you been listening to the show?
Yeah, I'm actually a regular listener to Armed Radio Global now, ever since I haven't been able to there's something about this radio show that I like better than most. So
I appreciate it. Have you caught the other shows, too, that we got in the lineup?
I tried to catch the John and Jay show a little while back, but it was during vacation, and I was a little pressed for time. But
you got to listen to John and Jay, man. Those guys are that show is wild.
Yeah.
I cannot sit through the John and Jay show without losing it. I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, a full belly laugh every time. Those guys are knuckleheads, man. They just invite you into their conversation. Really, what their show is about is they're inviting you into a conversation from a bunch of close friends, and it is hilarious. That show we got a bunch of shows, but that's my favorite of the ones. Matt Hazley's show is really good too. He gets into the conspiracy theories and stuff. That's Mondays and Fridays. You probably like his genre too.
Yeah, the one with the smooth voice, right?
Well, that's me.
On the commercial for a show.
Oh yeah, Matt, yeah. He had a lot of fun with that. He's a golf pro. Can you believe getting paid to play golf?
Ooh.
I need that job. I do. I do.
All right.
That is crazy. A lot of stuff going on in the news right now, Ryan. This country is not consistent across the board when it comes to firearms and what people want to do with them and the direction that we're going. On one side of it, they got people pushing legislation to, I'm going to use their exact words, 10-round assault magazines, 10-round assault clips. No idea what those are, but that's what they're pushing through to limit a 10-round assault clip. Then on the other side, you got places like Georgia. It's like, hey, you want to carry it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an odd time right now to be in the United States of America. As far as it's a very polarizing subject. You've got those of us that support firearms and firearm ownership. Then you've got the staunch antis who have yet to come on the show. And if you're listening tonight, you've got an open invite. I will not berate you. I will not cut you off. I will not yell at you. I will not shout you down. You will come on. For all you anti-gunners out there, you will have a platform to make your case. Now, the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you questions. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not even going to try to debunk anything you're saying because it's your opinion and you have it. And you're welcome to come on the show and talk about it. And there I go again, Ryan. I've opened up the door again.
Yeah, so it's been, as you said, it's a quite weird time right now. I remember while I was on vacation and catching up with Armed Radio Network, quite a few things have been going on. The shooting at Seattle, in this one university in Seattle, where this one guy pepper sprayed this shotgun-wielding madman. And now,
while he was reloading,
all the antis are coming out and saying, "Oh, because the guy's gun only had like 6 rounds, even though it's a shotgun, and those things have a lower capacity by design. Like, oh, this is the reason why we need magazine limits. Blah blah blah. You don't need a good guy with a gun to stop a bad guy with a gun."
And that's the one I like the most. See, he didn't need a gun to stop a guy with a gun. He got lucky. Is what he got. The guy shot 3 people before he had to reload?
Yeah.
Well, how about you shoot one, maybe get one shot off, and then a guy with a gun puts you down? And then the other anti-argument to that is those 2 knuckleheads out there that in Nevada.
Yeah, Vegas, the one that happened at the
who killed
North
the
Vegas,
police officers,
mall.
and then the CDL guy steps forward in the Walmart to try to put a stop to it, doesn't realize that he put himself in a bad position by walking by the female of the bunch who pulled a gun and shot him. And now it's like, see, even if you have a gun, it doesn't do any good. He would have lived if he wouldn't have had a gun. Now he would have been a harmless sheep that got slaughtered with everybody else. What he did was he put those 2 in a position to end their reign of terror earlier, because anytime any of these folks meet with any resistance, that's when they take the easy way out. Yeah,
indeed. I even saw this part in Elliot Rodgers' manifesto, the Isla Vista shooter. He actually, part of his plan involved going to a gun-free zone. He even wrote in his manifesto that if he knew that someone with a gun, especially a police officer, was there to at least put a stop to his plan, he would have it would have derailed his entire plan.
Yeah, but no one's going to say anything about that, and that makes sense. I mean, come on. Of course, I'm all over Steve Marvel's page with this, and it goes the same. I'll make a statement. All the antis will jump all over it they call me straw man and Fox talking points, but all their stuff is all talking points. And then I'll ask one question. And this is the same question that I ask all the time, and nobody has yet to answer it.
Can I guess what it is?
All I ask is, see if you can guess what it is.
What gun control laws would have stopped so-and-so incident?
Pretty close. My question is, give me a sensible gun law.
Okay, yeah, that was close.
Yeah, just give me what's a sensible gun law? Tell me what one is.
It makes it harder.
They can't. Then they go in the name calling and you're just got a small penis because you carry a gun and all this other stuff. Now, and the other part of this, and we're going to go into a break. I'm going to take this break early, Ryan, so we can talk a little bit more. So bear with me here. Because I had to take a long break at the top of the hour. We went a little long with Nael. Because Nael, I tell you, that guy is awesome. I can't. He gave me my break in MMA. So, he's the one that reached down into the depths of the pro wrestling world and saved me.
Yeah, I was listening to it earlier. Interesting.
From pro wrestling. Because I tell you what, I was. Oh man, I like the pro wrestlers. We'll talk about it when we get back.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we're on the air with Ryan Lees of Rifles and Reason. We're going to be back after these messages. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by iCarryall's custom cases for iPads and tablets. Go to iCarryall.com. They can either design one or they have one already made for your electronic device. Also, eat24.com. Enter your information into their webpage. They're going to find a restaurant that'll bring you food to your front door. Trust me when I tell you this. Always trust a fat cop when it comes to food. Eat24.com. They're going to bring the food to you. You can't beat it. Also, Zunity TV, access to multimedia entertainment right on your own TV. Browse the web, Netflix, save movies, whatever you want. It's the one-stop shop for all that stuff. Plus regular TV anywhere in the world. It's Zunity TV, Xunity TV. Check them out. And also K&L Services, K&L Consulting at KNLServices.com. They're going to take over all your paperwork and all the grunt work for your small business, make it easy for you to expand your business as they take care of all the taxes for your employers and paying all your state taxes and all that good stuff. All proud sponsors of the Armed Radio Global Network. I'm Mike Allen, and you are on the air.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
There is nothing in this world that can make or break your day like a comfortable pair of shoes. And if you're a woman like me, then the perfect shoes are as seductive as the perfect full-bodied wine coupled with a smooth, dark Belgian chocolate. Or a steaming hot bubble bath at the end of a long day. Let's be real, ladies. The perfect pair of shoes can even be better than spine-tingling, bone-melting, body-shivering. Well, you know what I mean. So, where do you get your perfect pair of shoes? Savvy Souls, where chic meets comfort at the intersection of satisfaction, swank, and trendy. Go to www.forsavvysouls.com for 50 to 70% off on the latest spring styles, or find them on Facebook today.
Did you know that 50 is the new 30? There's a new book that just came out called Women's and Lemons. Your time is now. Begin your adventure, live your dream. And although written for the quintastic woman specifically, it is a must-read book for all women. You will need to order the Women's and Lemons Adventure Journal too for the interactive action steps. You won't be able to put this book down and your life will never be the same. Begin your adventure today and be determined to live and enjoy your dream. Order the book and the adventure journal on Amazon.com today. Women's and Lemons. Your time really is now. Grab a hold of those lemons and squeeze all the juice that life has to offer you.
Hi, I want to tell you about the new Zunity Eclipse. iStream is a smart media aggregator that stores your media tastes to better focus your searches. Add to favorites or subscribe to your show of choice and never miss an episode again. Create your own little digital online library without downloading a thing. It supplies content by scanning and collating your channels directly from the World Wide Web. Supporting many formats and exceptionally versatile, whether playing the latest Android games and emulators, streaming 1080p HD movies or video playback from your own media collection, the Eclipse is a powerful, stylish addition to any household. Miracast and AirPlay, which enable you to share media content such as music, videos, photos between your smartphone, tablet, or laptop and your TV, will also run on this little Zunit. Zunity, TV made simple. Play games, share photos, chat with friends, user social media, stream, enjoy live television from around the globe. To order, contact us at Zunity.tv or call 718-414-3128 and check us out on Facebook. Zunity Talk for more information. TV made simple.
Are you a hypocrite? If you live a closeted cannabis lifestyle, you are. Read about 7 people live in a closeted cannabis lifestyle that's on the verge of coming out in the book The Hypocrite by Mara K. Eaton, available at areyouahypocrite.net. You can purchase the book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. It's also available on iTunes. Check out Mara K. Eaton on Facebook today.
Ready to boost your professional image and show your dedication to your career? iCarryAlls.com is your source for customized business cases for iPad, iPad mini, MacBook, Galaxy tablets, and other devices. We stock a huge number of genuine leather portfolios, pouch cases, business tote bags, and more. If you don't see the style you like, the iCarryAlls design team can help you design the perfect case for your needs. Express international shipping is available. Get organized today with a leather case that works as hard as you do. Visit iCarryAlls.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. Channel Austin presents the Enlightened Warriors event, Belts of Honorious 6. 4 title fights on the card, with the main event featuring Caesar versus Mallet for the Texas Women's MMA Championship. Stay tuned to Channel Austin for broadcast times and information. Enlightened Warriors, Belts of Honorious 6. The name in amateur MMA in Texas. Card subject to change.
Hey, y'all, I stumbled onto Night Talk with Joe Rocks last Thursday at 10 p.m., and I just got to tell you, I never thought I would hear a talking dog. Well, I did, and then there was Jackie. And was I hooked like a big mouth bass. So now I listen to Night Talk with Joe Rocks, Jackie, and the dog every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, and so should you. Night Talk with Joe Rocks, 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Armed Radio Global.
All right, we are back live on the air, Armed Radio Global Network. I'm Mike Allen, and on the phone we have Ryan Lee of the Facebook page, Rifles and Reason. We're talking about the current... what's going on back there? We're talking about the current state of our Second Amendment and some things that are going on. Before we went into the break... we were talking about how I can't get any anti-gun people on here to talk to me on my show. None. I've had a few even say that it's not worth coming on the show. But the show's got great reach. We're talking to a lot of folks right now all across the country. Got a good listenership. They have a great platform for them to come on and make your case. They won't do it, Ryan Lee.
Yep, that's because they are not willing to intellectually defend their cause. See, I mean, here's the thing: if you actually if you deep down inside are confident about your whatever position you're supporting, if you're confident about how true it is and willing to put forth evidence for your case, then by all means you should be willing to come and defend it. And this is the thing: when you have a movement that's based on all emotions and little to no facts,
and then
or
little or no
twisting of the facts,
and no reason either.
This is what you get.
Yeah, then they've got no reason behind it. There's no thought process. I actually saw. I mean, the stupidity of this post was mind-boggling. It said the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a bad guy without a gun. I'm like, well, but bad guys are always going to have guns. That's what bad guys do.
If you've read ATF reports, it's not through your local gun shop or anything like that, or the gun show. No, they're either stealing it, trafficking it in from either out of the country, or, God forbid, manufacturing it on their own. I mean, in gun-free Australia, I read this article a while back. A jeweler was he managed to manufacture 100 fully automatic MAC-10 submachine guns for the local biker gangs. 100. Of those things.
Yeah. And all more laws are going to do is restrict lawful gun owners. Did you see the film about how Canada, what you have to go through to own a gun in Canada?
I have not.
That's crazy. I'll give you some highlights. If I want to say, if I'm a Canadian citizen and I want to own a gun in Canada, the first thing that I have to do is I have to go down to the local RCMP and the government offices, and I have to file like a 30-page application to be considered eligible. Then I have to go through background checks, and then I have to go through a 30 to 45-minute interview with a government official so he can assess whether or not... basically ask me why. Why do you want one? And I have to convince him that my reason to own a gun is valid. And then from there, so I get through all that. Then I have to go to a range, and I have to get a license, and I have to this is even before you buy a gun. This is before you go down and even purchase one. You have to go and prove your proficiency with whatever firearm that you're wanting to get, a shotgun, rifle, or a pistol. Now they got the restricted guns and the unrestricted guns. Unrestricted guns, I think, are like double-barrel shotguns, 410 to 20 gauge, maybe, small gauge shotguns. Restricted guns are the larger caliber shotguns, pump, automatic, any automatic rifles, automatic pistols. Oh, and I think an unregistered gun is
No more dangerous than a registered one.
Well, a cylinder. A cylinder gun instead of a magazine gun.
Yeah.
Revolver. I don't know why I couldn't think of revolver. Anyway, so after I do that, now, after I get into the system, every day the computer is going to automatically check my background. So that means if I get a ticket, if I get a parking ticket, if I get maybe any sort of complaint filed against me, or if I go to jail for something, the state will go ahead and pull all that paperwork that I just went and did. Oh, and also it's the initial registration is $200, and then once you pass the initial registration, go through the whole shooting and everything, then it's another $80 to get your license. Now, when you go purchase your gun. Now, also, since you've put yourself in this position, at any time, the RCMP, for any reason, without probable cause, can search your entire home for any place where a person would reasonably hide a firearm. And where do you think someone would reasonably hide a firearm? Everywhere. So they're going to be tearing through your attic. They're going to be tearing up your just at any time, without notice. They can just come in and take your guns and take them from you for whatever reason, because the day ended in Y or whatever. Now, but here's the kicker, and this is what got me. Let's say I own guns, I got to go shoot them, right? Because I got to prove my proficiency on a yearly basis. So I have to get a 12 to 15 page document signed, faxed over to RCMP. They got to sign off on it. I got to come back. I make sure all the signatures are correct, and then I can take my gun to the range. And if I get pulled over, which most likely will happen because you've notified everybody that you're driving to the range, if one little thing in the paperwork is not done correctly, or if I forget a page of the paperwork, I can be incarcerated for up to 2 years.
My God.
So basically what they said is, we're not gonna keep you from owning a gun, but here are the hoops you have to jump through. And what's a normal person going to say? Either they're going to say, F you, I'm just going to have a gun and not tell anybody I have it, or they're just not going to own a gun because it's too inconvenient.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the way, from what you just told me, the whole thing sounds pretty elitist, considering how expensive the whole process is. At that point, it doesn't become a right anymore. It becomes a privilege. And, yeah, sure, people with plenty of money coming in can go through this and
buy politicians and make sure that politicians, it's going to be an elitist thing. People with lots of money will be left alone.
Yeah,
but the normal guys, me and you, the normal guys, you and I, we're screwed under that type of system.
Yeah, especially that they put the burden of proof on the person who wants to own a gun. I mean, from what you, considering they have all our information about just our personal lives, and then as you said, they check our background daily using a computer to make sure we don't commit even the tiniest infraction, like you said, parking ticket, anything of the sort. And for any reason, they can come over to our house without probable cause and search everywhere, tear the place apart just because they want to go get the gun. I mean, come on. At this point, the burden of proof is not on the government to prove why these rights need to be restricted. No, that's what due process is for, and they've just done away with that. They've considered us criminals by default, guilty until proven innocent.
Well,
which
of
is
course.
messed up.
Well, but the basic premise of that whole thing is just to make it so bothersome to own a gun that no one's going to take the time to want to do it, and that's exactly what the anti-gunners want to do here, because that's what their cry is. Their cry is registration, licensing, and if you don't have anything wrong, well, then you don't have anything to hide. Well, what if I have bad credit? What if one of the criteria is that you have to have good credit to have a gun? Because if you have bad credit, you're more likely to go rob somebody because you don't have any money.
Yeah.
You know, that would be the thought process for those clowns, you know? That would be their justification. Well, we had to go take his guns because, he's got bad credit. He might go rob a bank. We got to go get his guns. Meanwhile, people are getting. Then, meanwhile, all the people who didn't bother to register them, who aren't going to register them anyway, because they're lawbreakers, are out there shooting and killing people.
Well, see, the thing is, to lawbreakers, we gun people are criminals by default to them, and they've admitted that there is no difference between those gun nuts and those evil gangbangers. God, I've seen this one troll by the name of Craig Fight on the Gun Rights Facebook page, and he's been spamming their page with anti-gun propaganda. Now he's doing the same thing to the hypocrisy and stupidity of a gun control advocates page. And
yeah, I know he gets posted.
At least
I actually sent him an invite to come on the show, and no, he blocked me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, the guy. He's a troll. Yeah, and my Rifles and Reason co-admin Darren actually we've actually been having discussions. Well, they've devolved from discussions to mere refuting all the anti-gun propaganda he's put out. The guy's name is Steve Shives. I think I've mentioned him to you before. Basically, he's this YouTuber with 40,000 subscribers, so fairly known. I mean, the guy has good videos when it comes to debunking woo, but then he goes totally off the edge when it comes to politics. And as I'm probably going to tell you after break, since I think I'm running out of time before break starts.
We got time. We got 4 minutes.
Oh, okay. So basically, Darren, I've spent a month exchanging with Steve Shives about gun control and the veracity of his claims and fact-checking them accordingly. And apparently, even though Steve Shives reads them, he doesn't bother to look up those facts I put forth because for the sake of, oh, no, this guy's just another pro-gunner trying to be an apologist for his gun fetish. That's the word he uses, gun fetish. And, I'll go. I think we should go more into this during break. That whole
after the break?
Amosexuals thing that's going on.
Well, what's not helping us is these knuckleheads walking around with guns on their back, going to Target. They are not helping our cause. I don't stand with them at all. I think it's stupid. It's irresponsible. My dad taught me that you don't take your gun out until you're ready to use it. Either by going to the range or, in case you have to use it. You don't go walking around. It's just I don't get it. I don't get why anybody would think that is doing anybody any good. I just don't. I don't get it.
Well, open carry aside, Darren, who had more patience than me, and was able to make Shives admit that he was a prohibitionist anti-gun bigot. You know how anti-gunners say, "Oh, we don't want to ban guns; we just want to make it hard to get them." Well,
it won't stop
pushed
the
them
mass
into a corner enough.
It won't stop the mass shootings, but we just want to make it harder. Well, it says don't murder. That's against the law. If they're not going to follow that law, what other law can you bring up that's going to say don't murder? I don't get it. All right, let's take a break, man. We're going to come back. I'm on the air with Ryan Lee. We're going to take a break early because I want this last segment to go long. We have a listener right now, another pro-gun activist, and if she would like to come on, if she's got Skype, if you're out there listening, go to Skype, Mike Allen Sports, and send me an invite, and we'll try to get you on here with us. And you know who you are. I know you're listening, but I don't want to say your name because I don't know if you want to be your name said, but you can text me and let me know if you want me to mention who you are. But if she'd like to come on, she's also got a Facebook page that's supporting the Second Amendment. So, holy cow, what's that behind you?
That's my nephew. Sorry.
All right, we'll mute up. Let's get we'll get these commercials out of the way. Just a reminder, today's broadcast is brought to you by iCarryalls.com. Custom cases for your iPad, tablets, and other electronics. Got my fan blowing my papers around here. Eat24.com. Enter information and access restaurants in your area, and they deliver. And of course, Zunity.tv. Good way to tap into all the multimedia portals right to your TV set. And then K&L Consulting will come into your company and help you do all the paperwork, pay all your taxes, pay all your employees, and pay all their taxes. Basically freeing you up to grow your business. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
Going out, catch the latest sound, guaranteed to blow your mind so high you won't come down. Get your prepare yourself for the rubber band. Man, you'll never heard a sound like a rubber band. Man.
Hi, now I know you hear Joe Rocks and the Dog on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com. With over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry. Many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com. Hi, I want to tell you about the new Zunity Eclipse. iStream is a smart media aggregator that stores your media tastes to better focus your searches. Add to favorites or subscribe to your show of choice and never miss an episode again. Create your own little digital online library without downloading a thing. It supplies content by scanning and collating your channels directly from the World Wide Web. Supporting many formats and exceptionally versatile, whether playing the latest Android games and emulators, streaming 1080p HD movies, or video playback from your own media collection, the Eclipse is a powerful, stylish addition to any household. Miracast and AirPlay, which enable you to share media content such as music, videos, photos between your smartphone, tablet, or laptop and your TV, will also run on this little Zunit. Zunity, TV made simple. Play games, share photos, chat with friends, use our social media, stream, enjoy live television from around the globe. To order, contact us at Zunity.tv or call 718-414-3128 and check us out on Facebook. Zunity Talk for more information. TV made simple.
There is nothing in this world that can make or break your day like a comfortable pair of shoes. And if you're a woman like me, then the perfect shoes are as seductive as the perfect full-bodied wine coupled with a smooth, dark Belgian chocolate. Or a steaming hot bubble bath at the end of a long day. Let's be real, ladies. The perfect pair of shoes can even be better than spine-tingling, bone-melting, body-shivering. Well, you know what I mean. So, where do you get your perfect pair of shoes? Savvy Souls, where chic meets comfort at the intersection of satisfaction, swank, and trendy. Go to www.forsavvysouls.com for 50 to 70% off on the latest spring styles, or find them on Facebook today.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
Hey, do you buy American? Do you know why it's important? Have you taken the time to understand the purchase choices you make every day affects our tomorrow? Did you know if we all make 5% of our purchases each year with USA-made products, you'll help create American-made jobs nationwide and even in your community? If the majority of us can, we'll create 1 million new jobs. AmeriMerch.com is committed to the success of America and American families. Their unique website only promotes the sales of American companies and businesses' high-quality products from all over the U.S. for consumers all over the world to enjoy. You'll definitely want to check it out. They have amazing products you've never seen and are truly 100% made in the USA.
Are you looking to buy prescription eyeglasses? Family-owned and operated iFramePros.com is your online store for prescription eyeglasses. Select the eyewear of your choice from our variety of frames, fill out the prescription information, and place your order in no time. After this quick and easy process, you'll receive your prescription glasses in a few days. All major credit cards accepted. Visit us at iFramePros.com. That's EYEFramePros.com. See what you are missing.
Hi, this is John,
Jay, and Mikey.
Join us on the High Five at 10, Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern. Mikey, Jay, what are we going to talk about?
Love, fun facts, jokes,
We're going to talk about all this stuff. We're going to talk all over each other. So join us then, 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Tuesday nights, only on the Armed
Radio Global.
See you then.
Hi, it's Lynn from The Lino Show. I'm excited to tell you about a new and easy way to protect your smartphone and tablets. It's called Go Ring. We all know someone who has dropped a phone or a tablet, myself included. And between the repair costs and insurance, it can be very expensive. Go Ring works with any phone or tablet. It's super strong and can hold over 5 pounds. It makes everything easier. Taking photos, playing games, or just browsing without the worry of dropping your device. So protect yourself and your family's mobile devices with Go Ring. Find them at www.goring.com.
And life is like a
All right, welcome back. We're going to get on the air. Another gun rights person who I met on Facebook who's listening in tonight, wanted to join us as soon as she gets connected here. See if we can't get her on. We're on the air right now with Ryan Lee of Rifles and Reason. And let's also welcome to the show Miss Beth Bannister. How you doing, ma'am? Can you hear me? Hello? All right. So we're all here. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
We got a couple of, I'm an old guy. We got a couple of youngsters on. Beth and Ryan are the next generation of gun owners. And you would think it's looking pretty bleak, but I don't know. I just think, I think behind the scenes, the propaganda is not really painting the picture of the majority of how Americans feel.
I agree with you there 100%. I feel that, the other side is painting us to look like we're a minority when really, in reality, I see us as a big majority.
Yeah, even if we don't own, if most of us Americans don't own guns, at least quite a few of us view them as cool to some extent, and that's how we get new shooters. That's why we have a lot more new shooters in the gun community, and I've actually brought several friends on board shooting before.
Well,
I'm helping bring in the next generation. I got my kids training, so.
And that's the thing to do. And and I'm glad that now, Beth. I don't know you personally. This is the first time we've ever talked. I just liked your Facebook page. I think off of another Facebook page where we were actually seeing eye to eye on something. But you are a mother and you have kids.
I am a mother. I have 4 children, and my oldest, my daughter, she's the one that's most into the shooting. My boys, they're not really old enough yet, but my daughter, she loves going to the range with me and going out and shooting. She enjoys it as a sport, but also sees it as a form of protection. She knows why I carry my firearm because, it's my job and my duty to protect my children.
And how old is your daughter, your oldest?
She is going to be 9 in July.
That's a perfect age. I was skeet shooting at 9.
I started shooting about 5 or 6.
With a Fort 10. A double-barrel
Nice.
Fort 10.
I think I started with a 22.
Yeah, my dad had me skeet shooting with a Fort 10 at 9 years old. And I thought at the time, it's a 410, it's still a shotgun. But it wasn't until I was able to handle the 20 gauge that I went back to my dad and I said, it's easier to shoot with a 20 gauge because there's more shot. So what do you have me out there with shooting a 410 for? He says, yeah, but you're a better shot now, ain't you? Okay, you got me there. So wait a minute now, Beth. Now, Beth, you have firearms in your home with your children.
I know, it's so scary.
Yeah, I mean, God. Now, according to the left, you're an irresponsible parent because you have guns in your home, and I'm sure you leave your guns out like you leave all your sharp knives and razor blades and poisonous cleaning stuff so all your kids can get into it, right? You leave all those out in the open, correct?
Yeah, totally. I mean, that's, we
gotta
let them learn the hard way, right?
Absolutely. Take all the knives out and just throw them on the floor so the toddlers can get in them. Right? Of course not.
We and in my house, I mean, when we even take off our firearms, I mean, our children know, what they are, that they're not to be touched. My daughter, I mean, we did a interview today with News 21, and they had come out to take pictures and stuff, and you have my daughter a firearm, she's pointing muzzle straight at the ground, no fingers on the trigger. I mean, she knows, she has a respect for firearms. We've taken out the curiosity of the firearms where they know that it's not a toy, that it is, it's either for us going out shooting for practice and play, or it's for that self-protection. So Absolutely. The children, I mean, they know. We still keep them up. They're never, just laying around loaded ever.
Well, and that's the thing. Accidents happen. Accidents happen with anything. And to be painted with these knuckleheads that let their children get a hold of their guns and shoot each other or shoot themselves, that's not a responsible gun owner.
Exactly.
That's
it's
an
just
idiot
as being a parent.
Yeah, that's an idiot that owns a gun.
When you have children, you need to be responsible.
Absolutely.
So when you're a parent with a firearm in the home, you need to be that much more responsible for your child.
Well, just some common sense. You don't leave it laying out.
Yeah.
If you don't leave a knife laying out, if you don't leave scissors on the ground, if you don't leave, the chemicals that you clean your toilet with out so your toddler can get into it, why would you leave your gun out? That doesn't make any sense.
It's laziness and people just being irresponsible. Well, you hear stories where, children are, getting into their parents' drugs or, grabbing the alcohol and drinking it or whatever, they get into. I mean, that's irresponsibility on that parent.
Yeah.
2020 loves to get all over that.
Oh, yeah. Well, my dad raised me with firearms, and we didn't have any pistols when I was growing up. We had rifles and shotguns for hunting. Of course, both my kids were raised with firearms in the home. Both of them are good shots. Both of them have shot everything that I own, plus, we'd go out with friends. They'd shoot their rifles. And my rule in the house was, if you want to see my gun, especially when I was a police officer, if you want to see my gun, just ask. And I'd go clear it and hand it to him, and he'd clear it, and then you can go look at it and dry fire it and do whatever you want. And then when you're done, let me know, and I'll put it up. But don't ever go grab it without me present. And the other thing I taught, which this really surprised me the other day, and I'll tell you guys a story. I teach a class, a defensive driving class, and I had a guy come in, and of course I let my politics be known a little bit, and that I was pro Second Amendment. And he came back during a break, and he says, "Well, hey, I'm a concealed carry." I said, "Well, that's awesome." He says, "Would you like to see what I'm carrying?" I was like, "Well, I don't have to see what you're carrying, but, that's fine." But he pulls out this pistol, and he hands it to me. And I'm looking at this pistol in my hand. I'm looking at him. I said, "Who trained you? Where did you get your training with a firearm?" He goes, "Well, I've been with firearms all my life." I said, "So when were you ever trained to take a loaded pistol and just hand it to somebody?"
Yeah, ever.
Ever. And he kind of looked at me.
At the range when we're switching shooters, I unload the gun, clear it.
You clear it, you
down.
check the breech, you hand it to the person, breech open, so they can check the breech. That's a double check right there. So I cleared his weapon right there in front of him, looked at it, yeah, this is a real nice gun. And I handed it back to him unloaded. And I made him load it back up. I said, never, ever, ever hand a loaded gun to somebody. Because if you hand it, especially with someone with no experience, because what's the first thing people want to do when they grab a gun?
Put their finger on the trigger.
Pull the trigger. That's the first thing people do when you hand them a gun is they pull the trigger.
Some people.
I'm all for education. I'm all for the NRA getting back to what it used to be, a hunter safety course, the rifle safety course, the pistol safety course. The Eddie the Eagle is about, if you see a gun, don't touch it, go get a grown-up, all that stuff. All that stuff gets lost in all this garbage and this crap that's being slung around. And the NRA, I know, has good intentions, but there's got to be some sort of education in there somewhere. I don't believe there should be any more laws. Absolutely not.
And I definitely agree with you on that, and that's definitely something that's important. I have to talk to my daughter's school about it. I handed the principal, because it's a small little private school, I handed the teacher after the NRA event, I had a bunch of DVDs of Eddie the Eagle, and I handed it to the principal, and I said, I want you to watch this. If it's a big deal, with anti-gun parents, we can design a program that's specifically for us, that it's not pro 2A, it's not against the 2A, it's strictly, these are school-age children that are about to go on to summer break and whatnot. They need that guidance. They need to know, that it's not a toy. So we don't have to sit here and promote guns or, go against guns, but they still need to know, just like the DARE program. We're not telling kids to go out and do drugs. We're telling them, stay away from them. So it's definitely important.
Can I add something here?
Sure, absolutely, Ryan. Ryan Lee of Rifles and Reason, by the way. Go to his page on Facebook, like his page. Also, Beth Bannister's page. Go like her page. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, what you're saying reminds me a lot of sex education. Obviously, they're not telling you to go out and have sex with as many people as you can. No, they're saying at least if you're going to do it safely and whatnot, in a way that minimizes the risk. And yeah, you can do this objectively without having to promote any one certain agenda and whatnot. See, the thing is, and then here's the thing: by doing this also, it serves a dual purpose. You can flush out the parents who claim that they want responsible gun measures and all that word salad. Hey, if they oppose this constructive educational process that teaches kids how to be safe around guns, and under the excuse that, we don't want our kids around guns whatsoever because they're just evil, then at least you've exposed them for what they are, bigots. Anyway, go on.
Definitely. And it really does hit home for me when it comes to the firearms and the kids, not only just because I have kids, but when I was my daughter's age, I had a best friend that I grew up with that his parents were completely anti-gun. No squirt guns, no gun movies, nothing. And one day his dad was at work, and they were brothers, and one of his older brother's friends came over with a pellet gun. And they were all playing out front, and his friend had the pellet gun, so the other brother goes inside to call his dad to see if they could go over to their friend's house. That way they could play with the gun without having to worry, one of their parents showing up. Well, when he was inside calling his dad, he heard a gunshot, and his brother and the other guy screaming, and he ran out there. Well, Peter, which was my best friend, the other guy, the friend, put the pellet gun up to his, right behind the ear, right in your soft spot behind the ear, pulled the trigger because he didn't think it was loaded, and killed him. And it didn't even kill him instantly. It was just because it's a little pellet gun right behind the ear, and it ended up killing him. And at a young age, I was able to realize, this is why, even if you're against guns, it doesn't mean that your children are not going to be around it. You could be against drugs, and your kids end up around them. It's just you got to give them these tools in life to make that proper decision, because if his parents would have told him why you shouldn't play with guns and it's not a toy, that could have saved his life.
Instead of shielding them from the information.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we are sadly out of time. Beth, we're going to have you on again. Ryan, of course, you are always welcome. See if Darren can come on next time. We're going to have a show soon dedicated the whole 2 hours, and I'm still trying to get, if anybody trolls your page, if any gun folks out there are listening right now, and you got an anti-gun person that trolls your page, if you moderate a page or if you have a page and they want to get on there, all you have to do is tag them with my name on the air with Mike Allen and say, if you feel so strongly about what you're saying, go on the air and make your case. And invite them. Invite them to like my page and then come on the air, and we'll get them on the air. And I'll take one-on-one. It won't just be me and that person, and we'll have a conversation. And we'll see how that goes.
Whenever you're ready, we have the organization I work with, 1 Million Moms Against Gun Control. Maybe within the next following weeks, we can get maybe myself and our spokesmom, Linda Elliott, on air, and we can talk about the organization and everything that we're working on right now as well.
Let's do it. The rest of this month is booked. Let's go into July. July is a patriotic month. How about we do it the second week of July? Let's have 1 Million Moms Against Gun Control on with you and your moderators, and Ryan. You and Darren can come on, and we'll have a conversation again. And we'll
for sure.
Sounds perfect.
Sounds good.
I appreciate you letting me on the show.
Hey, not a problem. We'll start promoting that now, because I'm taking some time off.
And with any luck, that hoplophobe I mentioned earlier, Steve Shives, this guy's a YouTuber. He makes videos and puts them out. Hey, if you feel so strongly about this
come on
issue
the show.
and whatnot,
I'm going to reach out.
You should be able to come onto the show and discuss it.
Well, send me a link.
With us.
Send me a link to his Facebook page, and I'll get all that information. I'll throw the line out to him and say, yeah, if you want to come on, and I'll watch some of his videos, because anybody can sit and talk tough when you got nobody asking questions.
Absolutely.
And
exactly. They're usually too scared to come on. I would be open to discussion with that.
Well, they want to come on the shows that wholeheartedly agree with them, but my whole point in this show, and I've had pro-abortion folks on here, I've had liberals on here that, and all I do is ask questions. I don't argue. I don't cut people off. I don't. You can call me every name in the book. I don't retaliate. You're going to make your case, and I'm going to ask you tough questions. And if you're man enough if you believe strongly, I've even put it out there. If you have a liberal show, I'll go on as a guest. I'll go on, and they say they block me. They don't.
The truth does not fear defending.
I know. That's the bottom line right there. Well, Ryan Lee of Rifles and Reason, and Beth, I had no idea that you were involved with 1 Million Moms against gun control. I'm a fan of the page. We'll have you guys back on. Let's shoot for the second weekend. It'll be the 5th, 6th, 7th, I think the 9th or 10th. July 10th, we'll have you on, and we'll talk about... We'll talk some more, because this is... I can't believe the show's over already. It went too fast.
I'm the state coordinator for Arizona, and then I'm also a part of the management for Million Moms. I've been here since
the end of December, so like the end of the year of last year.
Hey, Beth, you got support here out in California.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
Well, good stuff. Well, thanks for coming on, Beth. Let's put it into cap. First, the second week of July.
July 10th.
July 10th. July 10th, we'll start promoting it now. That's Beth Bannister of 1 Million Moms Against Gun Control and Ryan Lee of Rifles and Reason. Thanks for coming on, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You betcha.
Until next time, great show.
All right. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, well, that's going to do it for me. What a great show. Tonight, we had Nael Chavez and Nick Gonzalez come on the show, talk about our big event on Saturday. Bell time is 5 p.m. I've been telling everybody, 7, not a big deal, 14 bouts. Get there as soon as you can. If you missed the first couple, it's not the end of the world. Great venue, $25 a ticket. Go to CageTix.com if you're in the Central Texas area. Come see some fantastic MMA fighting. Also, Ryan Lee of Rifles and Reason and Beth Bannister of 1 Million Moms Against Gun Control. And I had no idea that she was part of that organization. How cool is that? She was just a friend that I friended on Facebook, and because I like the cut of her jib. She's a mom. She's got guns. She's got kids in the house. And guess what? They're totally safe. You know why? Because it's responsibility. Because it's education. That's why. You don't leave kitchen knives out. You don't leave a gun out. And all the people that leave guns out are irresponsible. They are not part of the responsible gun-owning public, which is a vast majority. Believe it. All right. We got a whole lineup of shows starting out Monday Morning Brew, the 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's me. I just kind of get things started a little bit. We talk about a few things, just kind of something nice and relaxing to drink your coffee to, maybe eat your oatmeal. Not really guest-driven. It's only an hour long, and we get the week started. And then Matt Hazley, Monday, Lino, the Lino Show, who had our very first show last week, and it was fantastic. Lino comes on right before Matt Hazley's Straight Talk, and that's all Monday, starting at 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's 4 hours of fantastic programming that'll take you through your Monday. Then Tuesday, Villanistima, Talk Time with Val, comes on, 7 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern. And then right after her show, the High Five at 10, that's 9 Central, is Johnny, Jay, and Mikey. And really, it's just a couple of guys, three guys that sit around and talk and invite you to listen in, eavesdrop on their conversation. It's a great show. I love it. I have not been able to get through one of their shows without a full belly laugh. And of course, Wednesday at noon is a brand new time for Tattoo Rick and Tara as they come on in Afternoon Bites with Rick and Tara. Their brand new time, Wednesday, 12 noon Central Standard Time. Then it's all me, baby. 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Next week, Nael Chavez will be back on. We'll talk about the results from this last weekend, this weekend's event, and maybe some more surprises in the hopper. Working on some guests. Then Thursday night, Val comes back. It's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then it's the big guy himself, the Star Maker, Joe Savino, with Night Talk, with his, what is he called, the band of characters or cast of characters. One of them's the dog, the human torpedo, who's yet to torpedo my show, by the way. How about that dog? Huh? High five! And Jackie, they come on and they talk about all sorts of fun stuff, and that's also a very good, very entertaining show. And then Friday night, Matt Hazley ends out the week with some more Straight Talk. Sends you into the weekend. That's all the great programming. He starts at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, by the way, both Mondays and Fridays. And that's all the great weekend. Big thanks to iCarryAlls.com, Eat24.com, Zunity TV, and K&L Consulting for sponsoring the shows here on Armed Radio Global. Till next time, I'm Mike Allen, and this has been a production of Studio 6 Entertainment, Armed Media, and Black Lion Sports Entertainment.